Ora, sejam muito bem-vindos aqui à sessão da parte da tarde, onde vamos dar início às talks desta fase, desta reta final do nosso evento da 19ª edição do Career Forum. Este ano, e fruto das circunstâncias atuais, num formato online. Temos neste momento 95 empresas presentes no evento, temos várias oportunidades de estágio, emprego, estágios de verão, enfim, toda uma panóplia de oportunidades para os estudantes da Iscte Business School. Portanto, gostaríamos que aproveitassem estas últimas horas para os últimos contactos que não fizeram, para conhecer as empresas que não tiveram a oportunidade de conhecer, e dar largas aqui às vossas oportunidades no evento deste ano. Entretanto, vamos dar continuidade às nossas talks. Neste caso teremos a Sonae. Esta sessão será em inglês. So, hi Sophia.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi everyone.
Sophia is a project manager at Sonae, and she will present the Sonae. She'll do the talk for the Sonae presentation, and I will pass the floor to Sophia.
Yep, just going to share my screen here so that everyone can see.
Yes, we are ready.
Great. All right, so
okay,
we'll get right to it because there's plenty to talk about when it comes to Sonae's world of opportunities. Tiago has already introduced me, so no need to cover the bases here. But my name is Sophia, and feel free to reach out to me with any questions you might have on Sonae's world of opportunities, our internship opportunities. We're going to be here the whole day to help you out with any questions you might have, myself included. But before we talk about internships, what is our value proposition, I'd like to just cover the basics, which is, what is Sonae really? And I'm sure that a lot of you will know some Sonae brands, but probably not the complexity of this very large and multinational group. So I kind of want to answer the question that is, what does Sonae do really? Because sometimes there is some confusion around this. So I'll start at the parent company level, which is FNR, that's our parent holding. And it essentially is divided into three holdings: Sonae Industria, Sonae Industry, Sonae, just Sonae, and Sonae Capital. Within Sonae Industria, and this is the area where the group was born, what you've got is Sonae Arauco. So this is a company that works on producing conglomerates, so wood boards, and they're very specialized. So the wood boards that you see on the PowerPoint here, and that you might find, for example, in the furniture you buy at IKEA, Sonae Arauco produces those. Then we've got Sonae, just Sonae, and this is usually where we have the more consumer-facing business units, and that you might know some of these brands that come to mind more easily. You've got Sonae MC with food retail and spin-offs of food retail, the Continent brand, the Zoo brand for pets, Note for stationery. We've got a new business unit that is just launching, which is Food for Future within the food and agtech space. Very interesting and innovative opportunity. We've got Vorten with their technology retail, Sonae Fashion with some fast fashion brands, ranging from Mall, which is a more family brand, to Salsa, a more specialized jeans company. We've got ISRG, and that stands for Iberian Sports Retail Group, which is a joint venture within the sports retail space. We've got Sonae FES, and FS stands for Financial Services, and that's mainly represented by the Cartão Universo, which you might know, the credit card. Then we've got Sonae IM for Investment Management, so sorry for the acronyms here. And what we've got in Sonae AM, you can kind of think of it as a sort of angel investor or a Shark Tank investor that buys participations in startups in the growth phase. Then you've got Sonae Sierra, and they're going through a large transformation right now. So it's hard to describe what it is they do. They used to manage retail spaces, but they're now exploring very different growth avenues. So keep an eye out for that. And then Nosh, the telecoms operator. Just one more company or parent holding to introduce, that is Sonae Capital. And within that, a few other business units, such as Sonae Capital Fitness, with the Solinka brand of gyms, the energy area represented by Capwalk, that is very much investing in renewable energies as an avenue for growth right now. You've got Adida in the industrial engineering space, and what they do is produce very specialized machines that they then sell off to other industries. You've got the Troia operations, so essentially the managing of the Troia Peninsula and all the services you have on there, very much linked to the last business unit I'll present, which is hospitality. And so here with a series of hotels being managed around the country. So sorry for the quick run through, but I felt like it was important to cover at least the basics of what is part of Sonae Group, since at least within the less customer-facing business units, there's often a few surprises here for students that don't know that we have gyms in our portfolio or a Sonae Arauco. So this does, of course, mean that there is a very wide range of career possibilities and areas that you can explore within the group. So if this made any sense for you and you're thinking, all right, so how can I join this very diversified group? I would just like to generically tell you that we're looking for talent. Of course, I won't be able to say, what does a product engineer at Sonae Arauco, what are the skills for that, and how do they compare to someone who's working in marketing within Sonae MC? But I can generically say that we have a definition of talent that crosses expertise, that's your knowledge, those are the skills you bring, and drive, and that's your motivation. How much do you want to be a part of Sonae? What are you going to bring to your teams? Are you going to challenge them? And if you are, we want you on our team. So always looking at these two dimensions, particularly when we're assessing these young talent profiles such as yourselves. And there are a few opportunities I'd like to introduce to you, even if this is a brief overview and we might have to talk in further detail at our stand after this session. But there are generically 3 programs that usually students ask us about and that we have at Sonae. The summer internships, for people looking for a 1 to 3 month professional experience that gives them an opportunity to explore an area or assess if they have a fit to the Sonae culture. And in this case, both students from bachelor's and master's can apply. Opportunities are usually published in April, and they will happen within Sonae MC, Worten, Sonae Fashion, and Sonae Sierra usually. And then students can kind of pick what internship is best cut out for what they want to do in that particular summer. Then we've got the master's project. So as the name indicates, this is exclusive for master's students who want to do their dissertation or thesis project at the company. And in this case, Sonae will propose a project that you can work on, and then you'll be integrated in the team. So besides doing your thesis project, you'll also get this bigger picture of what the team does, what the company feels like, what other projects they're working on. And often students are even integrated at the team after they finish their project. And then we've got Contacto program, and that's our group-wide trainee program. I will give a bit more detail about Contacto in particular because it serves a wider audience. It is both for students that have finished their bachelor's or are finishing their bachelor's and master's students. And it's a 9-month trainee program starting in September. Just in case you're interested in any of these 3 programs, you can sign up for updates through while scanning the QR code you see on here or following the link that will lead you to a form where you can leave your email. And so when the program you've selected interest in opens, we'll send you an email letting you know that you can now apply if it is still interesting to you. So just going to leave that on the screen there for a bit more before elaborating a bit on Contacto. So as I was saying, a group-wide trainee program, and that means that essentially you can be integrated into very different business units, but all with a common value proposition, which is what you're going to see pop up on the screen here. Be it at Sonae MC, at Sonae Fashion, at Worten, and all of these areas do recruit through Contacto, you're going to have access to the best leaders. Throughout your experience, you'll be working with a business mentor that will be guiding you along the way. You'll widen your skill set, both through the functional role you'll be performing, as well as through the very varied program experiences that will be provided, such as training or working on strategic challenges. And you will develop your network of contacts, be it through your peers, so the other trainees that are coming in at the same time as you, be it through all of the people you're going to meet within the Sonae universe. So the 9-month journey of the program kind of pans out like this. It starts in September and goes all the way to the beginning of June. And you will be performing a functional role within your team, one that is aligned with your interests and where you want to take your career, whilst always being followed up on by the program team. So in this case, the Contacto team, always checking in to see if the experience is going well, and if it's not, what we can do to help. But generally, these do go well, just so I don't scare you away. Then you'll also have access to a continuous learning experience. So this is essentially training sessions designed specifically for our trainees and based on the needs they identify. And you'll also work on a strategic challenge. So this is something that's going to take you outside of your role, going to have you working with a different project, a different team, and expose you to the whole world of opportunities that we keep talking about and saying that is Sonae. If this is interesting, and I know that the next question is going to be, how do I apply? What does the recruitment process look like? This is kind of what you can expect. First phase of applications, and we will open for applications in March. If you've signed up for the form that I showed you before, you'll get an email reminding you of that. Then you will have to do some online tests, and then you'll be invited into the assessment phase, where you will have a pitch presentation. You will engage in a meetup where you will meet everyone from the Sonae universe that is recruiting and get to ask your questions, know more about the teams, and figure out what area you are most interested in before moving into your final interviews and kind of honing in on the opportunities you're most interested in and getting to meet the recruiters that are most interested in your profile, to then go into the match phase. So this is where you will select the preferences of what internships you are most interested in, and recruiters will do the same. So they will select what trainees they are most interested in having at their teams. So we cross over both of these preferences before making a decision of what offer is going to be made to you. So this really means that throughout Contacto, be it here in the recruitment process or even throughout your 9-month journey, you do own your journey, right? You are an active voice in deciding what the traineeship is going to look like. So that's it from my end. I did want to leave just a couple of minutes for any questions that may come up. So one final provocation of if you're up for the challenge. Of course, I am available for any questions you might have right now, or maybe at the stand later, but just going to stop sharing my screen now so I can hear from you.
Sophia, thank you so much for the presentation. Let me just check if we have any question here in the chat of the... okay, we don't have yet.
No question.
Let me just... but we have a small delay. Okay, not yet. However, if you want to ask any questions or if you remember anything to answer to someone from the Sonae. Okay, we have. No, this is not a question. Okay, so if you have any subject or anything to check with Sonae, so please go to the booth of the Sonae here on the job fair, and you can contact by chat. Or I don't know if Sonae has any session open for this noon. Yeah, and
we are running a video session if you'd like to check in with us and meet us one-to-one. I think that's always more enriching. Myself and Tiago from Sonae Sierra are available through there.
We have a question from Matilde Gomes. Right. Okay, the questions are now arriving, so because we have a small delay. Matilde Gomes, she said, hello, is there an internship for students that are still studying?
All right, so Matilde, I guess all of our programs are for people who are still studying. So if you're doing a summer internship, right, that's probably going to be happening between 1 year of your bachelor's and the next, or between your bachelor's and your master's. So that is open for anyone from any academic year. Then the master's program is specifically for master's students, right? So for students who want to, in the phase of writing their thesis, work at Sonae. So that's definitely for students who are still studying as well. As for the Contacto program, it is a full-time opportunity. So in this case, we do have some master students who are still in the stage of writing their thesis and that choose to do so at the same time as they're doing the Contacto program, but it is incompatible with you having classes on a daily basis or during the day, right? So I guess the three work for students in different formats.
Okay, we have another question here. Does Sonae accept students from different courses than economics and management?
Definitely. Well, I mean, I tried to do this exercise in the beginning to show you the very diverse areas of the group. So that definitely means we're looking for very diverse profiles. Through Contacto, through the summer internships, you'll get an idea of this because opportunities will really open up for very different areas. Just to give you a few examples, in Contacto, we usually get internships open for the area of logistics, but also for the area of digital marketing within Sonae MC. You get a product manager within Sonae Arauco. You get a data analyst for Vorten. So roles are very different. That also means that we're usually looking at people from very different academic backgrounds. And there isn't this very linear fit between, well, if you've studied management, then you have to go into a role that is specifically designed for someone who has studied management, right? So there's not so much this having to have a particular academic background to fit into one of our roles. It's much more about what I was saying in the beginning, your drive, your motivation. So with the right motivation, I think particularly in a beginning stage of your career, people are open to see you learn new things, learn new areas, and kind of go through that experience during the Contacto program.
Sophia, thank you so much. I think we are done with this presentation. Once again, thank you, Sophia, for your presence and for my presence here at the event from this year. We will pass in a few minutes for the next session that will start at 20 past 2. So see you. Ora, sem mais demoras, vamos dar seguimento à nossa maratona de talks e continuamos em grande rotação. Temos uma excelente empresa também novamente connosco, da Nestlé, a quem endereço desde já os nossos agradecimentos por estarem presentes no evento deste ano, em particular ao Bernardo Oliveira, que enfim, que faz parte da equipa de HR Communication and Employer Branding, portanto, é especialista nesta área, e a quem irei passar desde já a palavra para dar seguimento então aqui à sessão.
Olá, boa tarde a todos.
Ok.
Estão-me a ouvir agora? Então. Ora bem, eu supostamente vinha aqui fazer a apresentação. Vem, Silvia, estás aqui, desculpa. Estava a ler agora que estavas com problemas. Let's pass to English because we are doing our presentation in English. So welcome everyone. As Tiago said, my name is Bernardo Oliveira and I'm part of the talent acquisition team at Nestlé. I'm the HR Communication Employer Branding Specialist and I'm here with my colleague which is Silvia Carrasco. Silvia, do you want to present yourself? We are not hearing you well, Silvia. No sound. Silvia, we are not hearing you. Okay. So try to log out and log in again. And I will present you, okay? So Silvia is our talent acquisition specialist. So she is responsible for the recruitment at Nestlé Portugal. And we are both in charge of the initiatives regarding talent acquisition, attraction, and a relationship that we have close to the universities. We will have as well, in the end of the presentation, a testimonial of our campus ambassador, who is a student of Iscte, Catarina Passeira, and then I will pass her the word when we finish the presentation. For now, I will share my screen and will pass a video, and then we will present you the rest of the career opportunities at Nestlé.
Welcome, little one. Welcome to your life. And welcome to the enormous... Welcome, little one. Welcome to your life. And welcome to the enormous pollution challenge that comes with it. No, don't worry. You don't have to face it all on your own. Many are already on it, around it, even swimming in it. Take these heroes cleaning beaches on their days off. This family improving the planet in their own unique way. And these people dedicating their talents to doing the same. Also, Nestlé officially pledged to make 100% of their packaging recyclable by 2025 and is committed to increasing the proportion of recycled materials in their packaging. And while that might sound like another line in a slightly corporate video, it's actually a big deal. Consider the following. Nestlé sells hundreds of thousands of products every day, which means that any more sustainable packaging innovation can be multiplied by hundreds of thousands too. If we replace one product's plastic straw with a paper straw, it means that hundreds of thousands of plastic straws are eliminated. Making one brand's water bottles purely from used bottles equals a swimming pool of old plastic bottles recycled. Or if we replace a nuts bar's plastic wrapping with paper wrapping, it means an entire rubbish dump less. See, every small change has a major impact at Nestlé, and we've started implementing as many as we can. 80% of our plastic packaging is already recyclable, and 5% is made of recycled plastic. So, no, we're definitely not there yet. But looking at the initiatives we're working on today, and the ones we'll work on tomorrow, we're confident of being 100% recyclable by 2025. And we're dedicated to increase our use of recycled materials in our packaging. But as this is not enough, we will go beyond, onto a better future with better packaging. and better recycling infrastructures for you and the future generations we're doing it for.
Okay, so basically what we want to share with you with this video is our commitment for until 2025, which also follows our commitment with our purpose, which is the responsibility for the planet, for the society, for the communities, and for the people. Not only in terms of savings and the way we do our packaging and our production, but also in how we deliver everything that we do to the environment and to the people within the world. Sylvia, I don't know if you are already here
Hello,
with
good
sound.
afternoon.
Okay,
Now you
sorry.
can hear me?
Yes, perfect. I already share with you your role in Nestle. So probably we will start directly with our Nestle Needs Youth Opportunities. What do you think?
Yes, good. So go for it. You can introduce Nestle Needs Youth.
Okay, so basically, in Nestlé, we have a group of internal programs regarding youth, which all together they represent Nestlé Needs Youth. So, with the name, and if you translate it to Portuguese, it's really like the fact that Nestle needs youth people and needs to recruit young talent in order to grow and to rejuvenate their employees. So part of this program we have the Campus Ambassador, and the Campus Ambassador is basically a program that aims to create the bridge and the connection between the university and the company, not only in terms of the fact that we need to be into the universities and to create the awareness, establish a network, develop some events, and we will have a campus ambassador that helps us in order to do that within the university as well. However, this program also has a lot of benefits for the ambassador, in which he or she is able to expand the networking range of contacts, have the experience to work across a company with a lot of people, gain knowledge about the fast mover consumer goods industry and how Nestle works and how is the strategy that we have not only across the universities but also in terms of the business itself. It allows him to develop new skills and to enrich the curriculum, because a campus ambassador program in the end is probably the best opportunity that any student that is still studying to start having a connection with the real world and with a company. The program have started in the beginning of the academic year, so we are pretty much reaching the end of the first part of the program. And normally the applications for this program start during the summer. So if you are interested, you can talk with Katarina. Katarina can share with you a lot of good experiences, and you can apply for the next academic year.
So about summer trainees. Summer trainees is an internship that adapted for you, because as the duration and the area of this internship can be chosen by uh, the candidate. Okay. I started my professional experience at Nestle through this program in 2020, so in the pandemic situation, and this is why I have a special affection for this program, because this program is amazing for know more about the area, and during the summer, so okay, it's very nice. So it's very good for the first experience for the young students or recent graduated. About the application, so the application for summer trainees namely open between April or May of each year. So all internships run between July and August in a flexible main. Right. So this program was adapted to the virtual format during the pandemic situation, but it is with great pride that we share that in 2020 and 2021 we have the opportunities to meet talented young people and to provide them with 1, 2, or something 3 months in internships experience. So good in the different areas, as you can see in this slide. So like management, marketing, finance, human resources like me, digital marketing, procurement, supply chain, factories in NBS, National Business Services. So many opportunities, an internship adapted for you. Good.
Then the master thesis, as the name itself represents. So if you have the willingness to develop a master thesis in this industry, in this food industry, you can apply any time of the during the year. So in both semester, either in the spring or in the fall semester. And you can do it in a different way. However, the traditional master thesis that we normally support is the dissertation. So it's when you want to have our help in terms of the data, and you want to write the master thesis with the support of that data. So doing a research inside Nestlé. So we still don't have the options of the internship or the work project.
About professional internships. So this is my second challenge after summer trainees. In Nestle, it's very good for introduce you to our professional career professional. Okay, so it's an internship take place throughout the year according to the needs that arise on the part of Nestle. In this regards, we suggest that you keep on eyes out to for our careers websites in order to take advance for these opportunities. Take the best switch you feel of students and professional interest. Okay, so usually these internships last between 6 to 12 months, being the opportunities to learn, to development experience with the Nestlé, to know more about the business, the functions, if you like this area or not. So it's a good opportunity to try a new area, for example, or start a new experience. Okay.
Then we have the traditional trainee programs with a full experience during 1 year, which is the Born to Talent, which is the trainee program powered by Nestlé, focused on the food industry, especially in the marketing and sales area. And we have the Proud to Play, which is our Nestlé Business Service trainee program, which is a shared service that is located inside Nestlé, in which the focus area is integrated marketing and finance. So, as I said, this shared service is focused on these three main areas. The two that I've already mentioned, the integrated marketing services and the order to cash. And we have as well some positions in the human resources. And this specific area inside Nestlé, it has the advantage that the language, the main language is English. That's why you can see here it's mandatory to have proficiency in English. There's a multicultural environment because we have a lot of people from different nationalities and from different countries. and it has also the particularity that happens twice a year. So it has 2 editions. It's a full year, but depending when it starts, if it is in the fall semester or in the spring semester, it takes 1 year from that moment. Any of these programs that we have shared, even internships, master thesis, or these trainee programs for a full year, you can know more about them in our career website, nestle.pt. You go to Carreiras, which is careers in Portuguese, and you can see the page students and graduates, estudantes e graduados, and you can search for each of these programs. You will have a specific page where you have testimonials, important information about each program, and also the link to apply when the date, so when it reaches the time, and we also have there the timings. For now, I will leave you with Catarina Passeira, which is your colleague in Iscte, and she will give some words regarding her experience in the campus ambassador with Nestlé and also her experience in Iscte. Catarina?
Just to advise that we are finishing the time, okay? So we have 2 minutes, okay?
Okay.
Perfect.
So, hello, my name is Catarina Passeira. I am one of the 3 Nestlé campus ambassadors for this academic year. I'm just talking a little bit about my academic path through the last few years. So I started to do my bachelor degree in management here in Iscte, and then after a gap year, I started by taking my master's degree in marketing from Iscte, which I am currently now. When it comes to my experience here at Nestlé as a campus ambassador, I can say that it's been a great opportunity to be enrolled with an international company, and the privilege to speak with different people in many positions is awesome because I can understand what I like the most, and then I can also be able to spread and help people in campus, because that is my main role, as Bernardo said. So that is the perfect combination when you are taking some degree or bachelor or a master's degree, and then you can complement with this type of activity, and the program is very well built. So I really advise this type of programs when you are enrolled in campus and in your university. Yeah, I think I tried to be quick.
Really, thank you, Catarina.
Thank you.
Thank you, Catarina. Thank you. I think we have one question. I don't know if you can answer it, but I think you have already talked about it. When does the recruitment process starts at Nestlé? And we have another question about Born to Talent. Okay. We have someone saying that then when they apply to Born to Talent, there's an error when they try to apply. If there's anything that you can help.
So the Born to Talent recruitment process haven't started, because the Born to Talent starts in September. So we don't even have the information about it. So there you can only see the information of last year's process. And then the recruitment depends on the program. So as you saw in the presentation, the summer trainee starts in April. As I said, campus ambassador normally starts during the summer, so June, July. The Born to Talent, when it happens, because there's not 100% sure that we will have an yearly Born to Talent. Normally, sometimes we can have from 2 to 2 years, but normally it starts in June as well. So you need to be checking the website and see the dates. But we normally do some advertising in the university's websites and in our social media, so you will always know when the applications for each program will start.
Okay. Thank you, Bernard, for the presentation. Thank you all for being here, and I hope you to take the best of the rest of the event. So, with no further delonging, we will pass right away to the next talk. with us, we have Rita Souza. Esta
Hello.
apresentação será em português. É a indicação que temos aqui, não é? Mas...
No, programa
sorry,
English.
in English. Sorry, yes, in
Yeah,
English. Sorry.
exactly.
So we will keep in English for this session with Rita Souza. That she will present herself and the Lidl, the company that she's representing at this moment.
Exactly.
So the word is yours.
Thank you, Tiago. Thank you for the invitation also. Thank you for the opportunity to be here and talk a little bit about Lidl and about myself. I have a small presentation that I would like to share. Let's see if this works. Okay. Can you see my presentation? Okay, now you can.
Yeah.
I believe.
No, yeah.
Okay, so first of all, I would like to tell you that you all think that we work in a supermarket, but let me tell you that we don't. We work at Lidl, which is a lot way different. So, but you asked me what make you so different. First of all, I don't know if you have already heard, but no one actually knows how to say our name. It's Lidl, it's Lider, it's Lidl, it's Lil. I've heard a ton of different ways to pronounce Lidl, and it's quite interesting when you have to tell your grandma that you work at Lidl. Second, we do really cool things, like we actually like to tell people that they should behave like a lettuce, and it takes a lot of courage to do that. Third, there was actually a very interesting event last year where everybody started to wear our brand. It was about training, about t-shirts. Lidl was everywhere. And last but not least, we are really cool, and we were the first ones that abandoned the plastic, when we really try every day to make a different world and a better world. And it isn't greenwashing. We really take this really seriously, and we really want to behave every day and to compromise every day with the environment. Also, we are the biggest European retailer and the fourth biggest in the world. We are present in 32 countries, not only Portugal, and we are the fastest growing brand in Europe. And well, my PowerPoint is not working here very well, but we are the fastest growing retailer also in Europe. Basically, we don't work at Lidl. We are Lidl. Lidl is a spirit that you feel. You don't say that you work there. You live Lidl every day when you are part of it. And what does it mean to be Lidl, actually? It is about teamwork. It is about every day you go to work with this eagerness of making something new every day. We take performance really seriously. So every day we try to do things differently that we haven't done yet. And we just pull our sleeves forward, and we really get into things, and we want to make things happen. And this is a lot of our spirit. It's not just about talking. It's not about thinking. It's about doing. It's about to have what it takes to make things happen. And this is a lot of what it means to be Lidl and to be part of this great company. It's about living every day with the challenge of working with the best and making the best you can do. But what are the benefits also, besides this amazing culture? What are the benefits of being Lidl? First, you work today in Portugal, but in 3, 4, 5 years, you can work in Germany, in Italy, in Spain. You never know where your work and your career may end up, because this is a world of opportunities. We are present in so many countries. We work every day with our international. We have a lot of projects with other countries. And today you work here, and tomorrow you can be rolling out a project somewhere else in the world. And this is really a spirit that you don't have a limit to grow. You just grow, 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 grow. A new project, it's a new opportunity to grow, and you cannot see a ceiling to your growth, which I think it's very interesting a feeling to have in a company like this. Also, you have a lot of investment in your career. Lidl is really worried about your development. They really want you to have all the tools and the training that you need to do your job very well, but to perform even further, to be able to learn things that maybe are not so correlated with your job, but that can give you skills that will be important in your work life. And you also have access to a lot of benefits and partnerships. Today, there are already more than 200 partnerships. And for example, some of the benefits I can tell you about are the gym. We have a gym in the office. For example, when I was in the office, right now I'm at home office, but when I was in the office, my lunch time was used to go to the gym with my colleagues. We have classes, we have a PT. So it was a pretty good way to have lunch. And we have an health insurance. There are some very interesting benefits you have when you work with us. It is indeed a really great world of opportunities. You can be here, but you never know what your day is. You also have a lot of opportunities to work with other departments. And I really believe that gives you a sense of the company. And you can, for example, I work in marketing today, but I work every day with logistics, with HR, with sales, with a lot of areas that makes you growth and that makes your job very, very interesting. We are at our core, in our heart, we are all about sales. Our stores, we have today more than 260 stores, which is a way of seeing the impact that your job has. Everything that you do will impact the stores. We are also very strong in logistics. We have to put products in the shelves of 260 stores, and of course the purchase, where everything starts. But this doesn't mean that you don't have a chance to work in other areas. For example, we recruit for finance, we recruit data scientists, engineers. Actually, my international trainee program, one of my colleagues was an aerospace engineer, and this is really, really interesting because some days you work with psychologists, other with architects, other with engineers. You never know what the background of the other person is, and this makes our interactions and our projects really, really different because we have very different backgrounds in the company. And so to say that even if you don't have the typical background of management or marketing, it doesn't mean that you don't have the skills to do it. There is no background. There is only this energy. And if you have a match with us, it doesn't matter your background. But you ask me, okay, Rita, this is very interesting. Lidl sounds really interesting, but how can I start? How can I enter to Lidl? You have the international trainee program that I will tell you a little bit more about in a minute. You have the junior logistics, the junior sales, the junior buyer, which are national programs really very strong in our operations. And you also have the professional internships in all the departments of the company, which are really many, many departments. But so I've spoken a lot, but I haven't told you who I am. How Tiago was saying, I'm Rita Souza. I took my bachelor in management in Iscte and my master's in marketing. I will always be Iscte. Once Iscte, always Iscte. I love this faculty, and I'm really, really happy to be here today, speaking to students of this university. Today, I'm brand manager of Lidl. So all the campaigns you see on the TV from Lidl, I am part of them. And I was an international trainee on 3 years ago, actually. And it was a program of 18 months. And let me tell you a little bit about me and how did I get here. some of my experience were, I worked at McDonald's. I was a barman during the university. I was a booking agent at uni places. I founded a startup. But then I felt, this was more or less during my master's in marketing here at Iscte, I felt like I needed something different. When you found a startup, you learn a lot, you grow a lot, but you don't have many people to teach you. And when you're a student, you need someone to tell you, to inspire you and to teach you some things. And then one day I was at the career forum, as you are here today, and I heard a former international trainee speaking about this program, and I told myself, okay, I want to be that person in 2 years. When I finish my master's, I will apply to this program and I will enter this program. So to tell you, Lidl was my dream company, and this program in specific was my dream job. And I was lucky enough to get in, to have this amazing experience, and to be able today to be a Lidl lettuce. So my international trainee was everything I imagined, and my expectations were really, really high. But it was even more. To tell you a little bit about my journey, what I did, I entered in 2018. Then I spent 6 months in the operations. I was in 4 stores, since Belverde, Pombal, Penafiel, Bragança. So we tried to do all the functions in the store, from vendor to district manager, and we go through all these functions in different stores from North to South Portugal. Then I started in the ad office. I was in the marketing department and in the HR department. And then I visited the headquarters in Germany, and I was there 6 months learning German, speaking only and working in German, which is a great challenge, and getting to know a little bit more about the international marketing. And I was able to work in several projects with other little countries, which was a very, very interesting experience. And then right before the pandemics, I entered the marketing department, where I am today in the strategy team. Basically, my trainee program was all about resilience, eagerness to learn, because it is it is indeed a great program, but it takes you a lot of dedication, because you are from north to south. You try on several teams. You spend 3 weeks in a store, then you go to another one, and it really takes you this ability of being able to adapt and to learn, and to be always with this feeling of, okay, new store, new achievements, new learnings. And it really requires you to have a lot of empathy and humbleness, because you never know with whom you can learn and who will teach you something that will be very important in your future life. Because at Lidl, we really feel that you cannot define strategic projects without getting to know the heart of the operations, and this is really important. And my trainee program was all about that, getting to know the Lidl 360 and getting to know the people, because Lidl is all about people. And then this is a little bit of my trainee program in pictures with my colleagues. We were 3, João and Carolina and I. We traveled a lot in Europe when we were in Germany. We stayed really good friends, so I made many friends in this program. We spoke a lot of German. We actually transported a lot of pallets in the stores, and in the end of the program, we really felt that we made all the achievements that we wanted to make, and we grew and we learned a lot. It was indeed an amazing program, but I can only recommend. But what came after was even better. So today, as a brand manager, I am lucky enough to be involved in projects such as Little Shop. Last year I gave houses to the Portuguese in our competition of giving house competition. I manage a brand that's really cool, which is Cian. And I've also been involved in the launch of the new loyalty app of Lidl Plus. if you got interested in what I just told you, if you also want to be here someday telling your testimony about your program, about your internship, get to know more details about these programs, and talk with my colleague Joana Ramos in our Q&A section. Follow us on LinkedIn. We have a lot of great content about careers and about our daily life in Lidl. And follow us also on Instagram and Facebook, and laugh a little bit with our posts, which are pretty cool, by the way. And vielen Dank. Thank you very much. Obrigada. And I hope you all have enjoyed. And I believe that I accomplished the time, and I finished on the right hour. Correct, Tiago?
Yes, you were sharp on the time. So thank you so much. You turned our life much easier. Thank you again for the presence. It's always refreshing to see someone from our school, and of course being now in one of our most important partners. Thank you. So we're gonna for a small break. We'll come back at 3. So you can get out of this session and enter in the next session that will start at 3. Okay. See you then.
Bye.
Ora, muito boa tarde, sejam então muito bem-vindos a mais uma sessão de Talks, que vai iniciar agora às 15 horas. Vamos ter mais 4 excelentes empresas nesta sessão nestas sessões de 15 minutos. Vamos ter a EDP, a Teleperformance, a Airbus Portugal e a Vodafone. As últimas 4 empresas, é a reta final em grande qualidade para aqui no Career Forum de 2022. Sem mais demoras, vamos dar início à sessão da EDP, onde teremos connosco o Alexandre Sousa e a Carolina Sousa. Muito boa tarde aos dois.
Olá, Tiago. Olá a todos.
Olá, boa tarde.
Boa tarde, sejam muito bem-vindos a esta sessão. Teremos então aqui 15 minutos para falar um bocadinho sobre a EDP e sobre o que os alunos da Iscte Business School podem contar convosco. Ok? Então,
Ok.
a palavra é vossa.
Obrigado. Deixa-me só aqui ir partilhando o ecrã. Depois, quando estiverem a ver, digam.
Já estamos a começar a ver alguma coisa. Estamos só a ver o...
Ok. Acho que agora já está.
Exatamente. Está perfeito.
Boa. Ok. Então, bora lá. Boa tarde a todos. Em primeiro lugar, aqui deu para perceber que somos muitos Sousas. Eu acho que antes no Lidl a pessoa também acho que era Rita Sousa, mas que eu saiba, nenhum de nós é família. Portanto, acho que é apenas um nome muito comum. Mas agora, fora de brincadeiras, deixem-me primeiro apresentar-me a mim, depois a Carolina apresenta-se e vamos aqui falar um bocadinho sobre a EDP. Eu sou o Alexandre Sousa, como vocês já perceberam. Trabalho na EDP há 4 anos, sempre trabalhei nas áreas de gestão de pessoas, relacionado com recursos humanos, gestão de organização, etc. Trabalho numa equipa que se chama People and Organizational Development Global Unit. É um nome muito grande, mas também com desafios enormes, porque é uma área que trabalha o tema de gestão de pessoas a nível corporativo, ou seja, como vou explicar um bocadinho mais à frente, a EDP é um grupo de empresas e cada uma dessas empresas tem os seus departamentos locais e para isso existe mais a nível central, mais a nível corporativo, depois departamentos que fazem a coordenação e a gestão mais estratégica destes temas. E é nessa equipa que eu e a Carolina estamos. Carolina, dá só aí um olá.
Olá a todos. Pronto, eu também sou Carolina Sousa. Só para dizer olá, o Alex já explicou aqui um bocadinho a nossa equipa e com certeza vão ficar a perceber melhor no final desta apresentação. Também estou aqui na EDP. O Alex já está há muito tempo, eu estou há relativamente pouco tempo, há uns meses, e se tiverem alguma dúvida, alguma curiosidade, é só perguntar.
Sim, esteja à vontade. Depois no final, eu vou tentar ser rápido, porque também não quero que isto seja um monólogo, para depois também dar-vos tempo de trazer algumas perguntas, depois eu penso que o Tiago me vai passar, e nós ficamos a responder àquilo que forem as vossas dúvidas. Em primeiro lugar, o nosso mote, não sei se vocês já foram vendo quem nos segue redes sociais, às vezes na televisão também aparece qualquer coisa neste sentido. O nosso mote a nível de grupo na EDP é Changing Tomorrow Now, porque nós acreditamos que o mundo enfrenta desafios novos, desafios muito, passando a redundância, desafiantes a todos os níveis, o que requer, tanto das empresas como de governos, como todas as instituições, mais ações e menos palavras. E por isso também toda a estratégia da EDP, como vocês vão ver a partir de agora, é muito assente nisto de tentarmos mudar o amanhã já hoje e com ações muito concretas. Falando um bocadinho sobre a EDP. Eu acredito que a maioria de vocês já conheçam a EDP, pelo menos em Portugal a EDP é bastante conhecida, já tem 45 anos de história, mas hoje em dia somos muito mais do que uma empresa portuguesa, estamos presentes mais ou menos em 28 mercados e estamos a crescer. E nestes mercados em 4 continentes, como vocês podem ver aí no mapa. Recentemente tivemos uma expansão para o mercado asiático também num nível mais assertivo, e somos uma empresa que tem toda a cadeia de valor do negócio da energia, isto é, dentro da EDP vocês podem encontrar produção de energia, distribuição de energia e também comercialização de energia. Isto faz com que nós tenhamos uma estrutura enorme e, portanto, isto quer dizer quase 10 milhões de clientes, 12 mil aproximadamente colaboradores e hoje em dia, como vocês também vão ver à frente, nós estamos, e como eu já disse, muito comprometidos com aquilo que são os desafios do mundo, nomeadamente a nível das alterações climáticas, e por isso a EDP está comprometida com este desafio também e com a sustentabilidade, e por isso a grande maioria da energia que nós geramos já vem de fontes renováveis, e isso é para aumentar ainda mais daqui para a frente. Aqui vocês conseguem ver uma lista daquilo que são as nossas empresas. Como eu disse no início, A EDP é um grupo de empresas, então aqui desde a EDP Brasil, Renováveis e Espanha, que são noutras geografias. Depois vamos aqui dividindo também Portugal com a parte mais da distribuição, que é a rede, a parte mais da comercialização com a EDP comercial. Depois temos empresas pequenas dedicadas, por exemplo, à inovação, à internacionalização, enfim. Temos fundações, temos a parte do New R&D, ou seja, dedicado também àquilo que é a pesquisa de novas soluções e coisas assim nesse sentido. Portanto, muita coisa para vocês explorarem, muitas oportunidades que vos podem interessar, portanto, vão ficando com conhecimento para no final nos fazerem perguntas. Falando um bocadinho dos nossos compromissos, já fui falando aqui um pouco, mas nós, EDP, assentamos muito naquilo que são os nossos compromissos com estes quatro pilares, digamos assim, com os nossos clientes, obviamente, porque queremos entregar sempre as melhores soluções e antecipar as necessidades dos nossos clientes. A nível da sustentabilidade, como eu já disse, porque a EDP também tem um negócio muito associado àquilo que são as alterações climáticas, ou seja, associado à energia, e por isso temos um papel bastante importante neste sentido, e todo o nosso negócio tem feito um shift nesse sentido de se orientar muito mais para aquilo que é a geração de energia através de fontes renováveis. Vocês viram que hoje em dia está quase uns 80%, e vocês mais à frente vão ver que nós vamos querer passar isto para 100% em alguns anos, e por isso isto traz-nos muitos desafios a nível do negócio. Depois com as nossas pessoas, ou seja, nós também temos um grande compromisso, e aqui eu e a Carolina sabemos falar bem disso porque estamos na área de pessoas, portanto, daquilo que são os nossos compromissos com as nossas próprias pessoas, porque acreditamos que é através delas, das nossas pessoas, que o negócio também pode ter muito mais sucesso, e os negócios hoje em dia cada vez mais são feitos de pessoas, porque o modelo de trabalho tem se transformado nesse sentido, e nós estamos cada vez mais assentes naquilo que são as skills que as pessoas nos podem trazer, muito mais do que são aquilo que as skills, por exemplo, que as máquinas nos podem trazer. E nesse sentido também o nosso compromisso e o compromisso de todas as empresas tem que ser cada vez mais esse, que é com as próprias pessoas. Por outro lado, com os resultados, obviamente, porque as empresas existem para isso, nós temos que entregar resultados aos nossos acionistas, aos clientes também, e por isso é um dos nossos focos neste sentido também. Depois, a nível do futuro, como eu já fui aqui falando, mas aqui mais especificamente, o nosso plano estratégico foi apresentado ao mercado, o último, no início do ano passado, prevê estes 3 pilares do nosso negócio, ou seja, um crescimento acelerado, mas também sustentável. Então aqui muito focado naquilo que é o portfólio que nós queremos ter no futuro, um portfólio verde, um portfólio sustentado, um portfólio diverso. Por outro lado, nós queremos ser uma future-proof organization. E o que é que isto quer dizer? Num contexto de constante mudança, num contexto que está sempre a ter desafios novos, a organização tem que ser à prova do futuro. Tanto a nível de pessoas temos que atrair pessoas que nos permitam estar preparados para o futuro, temos que preparar as nossas pessoas também para o futuro, e temos que ter uma organização também que seja suficientemente flexível para também olhar para esses desafios. Por outro lado, a excelência a nível do ESG, que é algo que também tem vindo a ser muito falado, que está aqui muito ligado àquilo que são os targets a nível da sustentabilidade. Como é que isto depois se traduz a nível prático? Portanto, basicamente, nós queremos ser totalmente verdes até 2030, ou seja, que todas as nossas fontes de energia sejam renováveis. Carbon neutral também até 2030. Antes disso, ainda em 2025, não termos nenhuma fonte de produção a nível de carvão, e também aquilo que é o nosso investimento nas energias renováveis e na própria transição energética. Mas, melhor do que eu para falar, vou-vos mostrar aqui um pequeno vídeo que talvez vocês já tenham visto.
We are EDP. We are a global energy company going all green by 2030. The planet is facing an unprecedented climate challenge. One that demands action, not words. Our world needs the carbon zero power sector, which can provide clean, affordable and reliable energy. In 2020, the world raised the bar on climate change, and so has EDP. We have committed to go greener, faster, to build a 100% green company by 2030, combined with smarter and resilient networks, to power sustainable lives, moved by green energy, solar and e-mobility solutions. This is a call for action. EDP is stepping up the group's green positioning by accelerating our growth in renewables, decarbonising our portfolio, and retaining a solid balance sheet. We are focused on fostering a truly global organisation, supported by agile and resilient teams, a recognised ESG leader in the sector. We want to be the beacon of change, accelerating the energy transition by investing in pioneer projects in generation, new technologies, and digitalization. Committing to a just transition, leaving no one behind. Promoting sustainable and affordable energy for all. We want to be the home of the best talent and leadership. Embracing diversity and creating a more inclusive workplace that fosters creativity and innovation. Together as a company and for the world, we are taking steps to protect the future of humanity and believe we not only have a responsibility to demonstrate real action ourselves, but more importantly, an opportunity to set a high bar for the industry to meet. We're playing our part. We're changing tomorrow now.
Só aqui para terminar nestas vossas perguntas, esta é a nossa value proposition para vocês. Portanto, Power to Grow, nós queremos dar-vos as condições para crescerem connosco. Energy for Life, nós também queremos proporcionar condições de flexibilidade aos nossos colaboradores. E, por último, do Disrupt to Lead, nós queremos proporcionar um ambiente em que vocês possam ser inovadores, disruptivos, trazer as vossas ideias para cima da mesa. Não só nós dizemos que somos uma empresa incrível, também quem nos certifica o diz. Nós somos certificados, recentemente anunciámos que fomos certificados mais uma vez em 2022 como Top Employer em Portugal. Também a EDP Renováveis é considerada Top Employer em vários países, inclusive recebeu o selo Top Employer na Europa. A Bloomberg, que é um selo que tem a ver com diversidade, e a FR, que tem a ver com empresa familiarmente responsável. Para terminar, e acho que esta é a parte que vos pode interessar mais, os nossos programas. Eu vou começar aqui pelo segundo e depois vou terminar aqui com o primeiro. Summer Internship, portanto, estágio de verão, como o próprio nome indica. Vocês podem candidatar-se a partir de início de março, fiquem atentos. Ali na segunda semana de março provavelmente vão sair as candidaturas para este programa. EDP Ambassador, nós temos embaixadores em muitos campus de universidades em Portugal, e aqui nós fazemos meio que uma seleção de pessoas que participam nos nossos programas. Depois o Scholar Internship, estão abertas as candidaturas para quem quer fazer estágio curricular e ou tese académica com EDP, portanto podem ir ao nosso site ou às nossas redes ver mais informações sobre isso. Estágios profissionais estão abertos o ano inteiro, e as posições vão abrindo conforme as necessidades das equipas, portanto irem estando atentos. O nosso EDP Trainee Program, talvez o nosso programa bandeira a este nível, é um programa internacional que conta com algumas rotações, na maioria das vezes internacionais. É um programa de 7 meses, mas muito intenso, com muitas experiências a nível de negócio e também a nível de desenvolvimento. Por último, o EDP Recall, que é um programa que nós temos, onde nós chamamos as pessoas que se tenham candidatado aos nossos programas, mas por alguma razão não tenham sido selecionadas, e nós, como gostamos que as pessoas fiquem interessadas na nossa empresa, chamamos mais uma vez para um programa de uma semana em que temos aqui algumas oportunidades de desenvolvimento e para continuarmos o contacto convosco. E assim termino dizendo para vocês se ligarem à EDP nas redes sociais. Nós também temos uma newsletter que vocês, através do nosso site, podem subscrever, onde vamos dando oportunidades e algumas informações sobre nós. E, portanto, se tiverem alguma pergunta, não sei, Tiago, se tem havido aí perguntas, estejam à vontade.
Ora, temos aqui pelo menos uma pergunta. Vocês, de certa forma, já responderam, mas relativamente ao programa de estágios, pergunta aqui o Ruben Ramalho, quais são as áreas disponíveis, quando é que estão previstos iniciar e as fases de recrutamento até lá? Okay. Temos aqui 2 minutos.
Sim, não, tranquilo. Também acho que é rápido, porque, quer dizer, nós temos várias tipologias de estágio. Eu disse agora no final, então o estágio de verão, o estágio curricular, estágios profissionais e os trainees. Eu diria que os de verão e os curriculares, o processo de recrutamento é semelhante, ou seja, desde candidaturas a phone screening, e depois entrevistas. Tem ali testes pelo meio também. Portanto, mas os processos costumam ser rápidos, ok? Ali 2, 3 semanas os processos costumam ser rápidos. Depois, e quando é que abrem o Scholar, ou seja, os curriculares, estão abertos agora, vão fechar no dia 20 de fevereiro. Os de verão vão estar abertos durante o mês de março, durante as 3 últimas semanas de março. Para os estágios profissionais a irem estando atentos, porque está aberto o ano inteiro e as vagas vão aparecendo no site. Se tiverem mais dúvidas, liguem-se a mim e à Carolina no LinkedIn. O meu LinkedIn é fácil de encontrar porque sou o único Alexandre Sousa que tem um logo da EDP atrás. Portanto, provavelmente vou encontrar muito facilmente.
Só acrescentar, Alex, que é em todas as áreas. Os nossos estágios são para todas as áreas.
Muito bem, temos já aqui mais uma questão, acho que ainda temos tempo de responder. A Sara Jardim pergunta, o estágio curricular tem que duração?
É flexível, ou seja, também depende, porque o estágio curricular a maioria das vezes também é feito aqui em conjunto com a universidade, ou seja, é meio que uma relação tripartida e depende das necessidades, ou seja, há universidades que diferem a nível das horas que pedem às pessoas para fazerem nas empresas e nós também temos essa flexibilidade. Portanto, e nós perguntamos isso quando fazem as candidaturas, nós temos lá campos para preencherem nesse sentido. Portanto, digam-nos a vossa necessidade e nós tentamos encaixar também com as nossas.
Ok. Muito obrigado pela vossa disponibilidade.
Obrigado nós pelo convite.
E que continue aqui com... Enfim, são um dos nossos principais parceiros, já de alguns anos. Esperamos continuar a tê-los por cá e a recrutar os estudantes da Iscte Business School. E é sempre bom termos aqui uma ligação forte com uma empresa como a EDP, que tem aqui um conjunto muito alargado de oportunidades no universo que representam. Portanto, muito obrigado mais uma vez pela preferência e vamos passar para a próxima sessão, que será com a Teleperformance e que irá iniciar dentro de 3 minutos. Até já!
Obrigada!
Ora, muito boa tarde novamente. Vamos dar início a mais uma das nossas sessões de talk. Temos agora connosco a Teleperformance. Esta sessão será em inglês. With us, we have Inês Vieira, and Mónica Silveira.
Hello.
Hello. Nice to see you. And I think we are okay. Can you? Okay, I can hear you. I can see you. So I think everything is fine.
Yes.
So with no further
Is everyone
delay,
able to see the PowerPoint, Tiago? Sorry.
Not yet, but yes, it will start. Yeah, we are already seeing the PowerPoint.
Perfect.
But we are not seeing in the
Presentation mode.
In the presentation mode, yes.
Really? I already play it. Maybe it's. And now?
No, you have. I think you have to share again.
Okay.
The full screen.
I did it full screen, but let me stop sharing and maybe try it again.
Okay.
Sorry for this.
No problem.
And now, is it in full screen, Tiago?
No, it's not in presentation mode yet.
No?
No.
Let me try. And now?
Okay, let me see. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, good.
Yes.
So, thank you, Tiago, and thank you, Iscte. We are very proud to be sponsoring the Iscte Business School Career Forum. We hope you enjoyed our presentation about teleperformance. For today, you have me, Inês Vieira, and my colleague Monica, and we are talent search experts here in teleperformance. And Monica will start the presentation, and then I will continue. So I hope you enjoy it.
Hello, everyone. So I will start by introduce you Teleperformance worldwide, so our global footprint. We are quite a big company. We have a team of around 3,300 people. We work in more than 170 markets, and we are present in around 80 countries. And in the map, you can see the countries where we operate and the countries that we serve. But what about teleperformance in Portugal? So in Portugal, we are actually already a bit more than 10,000 employees. We are around 13,000. We have 10 sites around Portugal. We work with more than 105 clients. We also have the possibility to work with 95 different nationalities and 35 languages. And we have been awarded more than 10 times a Great Place to Work award. But what do we do exactly? So Teleperformance is a digital integrated business company. So in which areas do we work? We work with customer experience, and in this experience you can find customer service, acquisition, tech support. We also do support in back office, such as content moderation, finance and accounting, and HR. And we also have knowledge services such as consulting and analytics. Have you ever heard of, for example, the bots that when you go to the website helps you do your shopping or it takes some questions you might have? So TP Portugal, Teleperformance, has created more than 1,000 bots. And with which clients we work, you might ask. So this are a few of the clients we have the privilege of working with. Most of them you probably know, such as Netflix, Supercell, Samsung, Nespresso. And in other areas, we do have a big portfolio of clients in different service areas, such as telecommunications, banking, technology, gaming, and so on.
And as I mentioned before, we have quite earned a few awards. So the Great Place to Work Award, we've earned it more than 10 times already. We have also earned, for example, the Expresso Economia Award and Best Company to Work by Revista Exam. And you can find here more awards. Go for it, Ines. So I did mention that we have around 10 premises in Portugal. So I'm going to share with you some of them. So we are present in Porto, Covilhã, Lisboa, and Setúbal. And the place where we do have most buildings is Lisboa. We have around 7 buildings. And right now, everyone is working at home. But for TP, this is not. It was not a novelty due to COVID. So we were already setting up to work from home. We already had agents working from home for quite a while, and we even created our own cloud campus to allow us to do better our work this remote way. I'm going to show you a video about our cloud campus.
Welcome to Teleperformance Cloud Campus. We offer digital integrated business services to some of the coolest brands in the world. The top talented professionals in our team work from home in one of the fastest growing business services companies in the world. They've elected to develop an engaging career in Teleperformance Cloud Campus while avoiding commuting and reducing their carbon footprint. We work hard, we play hard, and profit the most out of the free time we get by skipping the daily commute journeys. Our high-performance multilingual digital teams gather daily in the Cloud Campus for collaborative, fast-paced workdays of ongoing teamwork. We are a passionate and creative team from 94 nationalities, bringing to life the most engaging brands in the world, where each one of us is supported daily to develop through learning, coaching, and mentoring, and challenged to engage into improvement and innovation. We search for top talent wherever it is, wherever it travels, to create a unique, collaborative, boiling team. Take your time and learn about the Teleperformance Cloud Campus. Discover how you will develop into a top pro in digital business services and even get promoted into managing your own team. All that while working from your home in the location you love. Teleperformance is a favorite company for young talents and one of the best companies to work for according to Great Place to Work. We've got talent, we've got ambition, and we've got passion. And you? Do you have it? Then challenge yourself. Work from wherever you live. Live wherever you love. Team up in the cloud with one of the fastest growing digital business services companies in the world.
As you can see, Teleperformance is one step ahead of the world. So we do recruit people that live in their countries and work for us in a remote way. So we allow people to do that, and it's a plus for us and for them as well. And since companies cannot work without people, Teleperformance focus on developing people and keep their employees motivated. And what ways they do that, or we do that? So we are a people-centered organization, so we recruit and invest in the right people. And some ways of doing this is, for example, with our career progression program called Jump. We have TP Club activities, which are free for all employees. We have monthly awards to keep our employees motivated and doing the best performance they can. And then, for example, the Bring a Friend campaign and the health insurance since the day one. So I will explain more about these events that we do. But first, let's talk about the athletic experience. So as Monica told you, we do have 95 nationalities and more than 35 languages here only in Portugal. So we do recruit people from all parts of the world and bring them to Portugal, mostly to Lisbon, since we have more offices in Lisbon. And what a better way to have an easy access to Portugal and a company like Teleperformance, and we can help to make this experience a better experience for our employees. So we do refund the flights to Lisbon or to Portugal, depending where the people is staying. We do help with apartments, so they can stay in our Teleperformance apartments. We do pick them up in the airport for them not to get lost until they go to the office, or for example to the first day in their apartments. We do have free sports and leisure activities, as I told you before. Free languages courses, so most of our employees that don't speak Portuguese, they learn Portuguese here with us, and then one flight home per year. So these are some tips and free things that we give to our employees. Then the training. So first we'll have Teleperformance Jump, which is a career progression program, which is created to identify and prepare high potential to grow inside our company. We do assess them, so they are the customer service representatives, and we assess them in order to identify the potential of these profiles in order for them to grow in our company. For example, I can tell you a little bit more about Jump. So we have a CSR that goes to an online assessment, which usually is the same assessment as other candidates have to do when they apply to Teleperformance. So it's like an English assessment, which everyone needs to have a minimum of B2 level of English to work with us. And then we also have the psychometric tests online. After this, if they pass this test, of course, they will have the group dynamics, which is a very fun activity for them as well. We are not only evaluating them, but they are also feeling the Teleperformance environment with this group dynamic. And then the final interview, which we evaluate here the profile or the role or the position they would like to have, and if we can suggest other profiles or other roles depending on their profile. And I can tell you that 2021 we placed more than 168 customer service representatives to positions of staff, which are, for example, supervisors, training positions, marketing, HR. So we do help our employees to grow inside Teleperformance, which is the best way to be in a company, is to feel fulfilled and motivated in growing inside a company. Then we also have Teleperformance Institute, which is continuous training plans according to each individual. So each training plans are created by each individual depending on their performance evaluation. And then we have Teleperformance Academy, which, as I told before, is the Portuguese and English course, another language course as well that we have, and the employees wanted to take courses on. So then another important aspect about Teleperformance is that we do care about their employees and their health mostly. So we do have TP medical clinics in every office that we have. So in those 10 offices that we have, currently they can collaborators, so employees can have the doctors online. So since they are not going to the office, because we are still working from home at this moment, so most of us are still working from home. So if we need a doctor or a psychologist to speak with, we can, and we have that online as well, and it's totally free. And then the TP Club, which I believe all of you heard some of our free activities, which I can show you some pictures. We have surfing classes that are free, workshops, and here you have a photo of a culinary workshop. You also have singing workshops, the most variety of workshops that you can think. We have them, and is different activities. Every month we have several that are free for us. We have activities for kids in our company. We have also escape rooms online and face-to-face when we can go to face-to-face. We have our parties, we have our sunsets. We also have football activities. We also have boat trips. We also have soft trackings around Sintra, around Porto. So we have different activities around Portugal, because we do have employees around Portugal, and this is totally free for employees. I can tell that I've been in a few, and they all were amazing. So this is something that we always can take advantage of here in Teleperformance. And then I'm going to show you a video of Teleperformance being the fastest growing company. Enjoy. So as you can see, we are a cool company with different activities that focus on our employees. And don't we all miss the events face to face? I was seeing this video and I was like, oh, we need this again. But we hope next year in Iscte we have our face to face events again, because digitals are quite different, because I cannot see people's faces when I'm speaking, and sometimes it's completely different presenting Teleperformance. So we hope you enjoy our presentation. Come and speak with us in our during the event. We have open sessions that you can join. It's a Teams link, and you can speak with us with more free time. We hope you really enjoy Teleperformance presentation, and we do recruit every year for different positions. So if you want to know more about them, you can follow us in different websites, especially if you want to know more about our opportunities. Follow me and Monica in LinkedIn, because we do publish them probably every day in our LinkedIn. And then you have our jobs website that you can see as well opportunities. And come and speak with us during the event until 6 p.m. because we are here and we can speak with you, and we have the much pleasure to speak. Thank you very much to everyone. Thank you, Tiago, as well. I don't know if you have questions.
Let me see if you have any questions. However, we don't have. We have already overlapped the time, so
yeah.
No, but the thing we want to all the students to go to the company's booth and contact directly with the companies. By that mean, I think to turn the things more dynamic. Okay, but thank you so much again for being here, for your presence, for being partners from Iscte Business School, and be one of the sponsors of the IBS Career Forum. We will go for a short interruption, about 2 minutes, and we'll come back with Airbus.
Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Ora, então, continuando aqui na nossa senda das talks do último dia do evento, temos uma novidade absoluta. Nunca estiveram, é a primeira vez que estão no IBS Career Forum. Airbus Portugal tem agora aqui espaço para apresentar a realidade da empresa e o que é que está à procura nos estudantes aqui da Iscte Business School e que oportunidades é que têm disponíveis. Portanto, sem mais demoras, vou então passar a palavra.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes. Yes, perfectly.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Charles Huguet. I'm the Managing Director of Airbus in Portugal, in Lisbon, to be precise. Very happy to be with you today to tell you a bit about who we are as a company. And then Leonor will tell you a bit more why we need you to join our nice adventure. Could we switch to the slides?
Yes, I think so.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we are here.
Sorry. Yeah, just a few words about Airbus. I'm sure that you know us because you are flying our products each time you go for holidays, for instance, or for business trip. So Airbus is before all designer and manufacturer of aircraft, and we are the worldwide leader in terms of commercial aviation. But Airbus is also designing and manufacturing some helicopters and some defense and space products for a customer portfolio all around the planet. Sustainability is at the heart of the strategy of Airbus. Even if the air transport mode is by far the less polluting transport mode in the world, with only contributing to 2% of the global CO2 emissions, Airbus is working hard on new technologies to be the very first one on the market in the world to come with a zero-E emission aircraft in 2035, which is tomorrow for this long-term cycle industry. Zero-E means that we will replace the kerosene by hydrogen, and you will be able to fly those aircraft very soon, polluting, I would say, with zero emission in the air. A few figures. So Airbus is present in 180 locations around the world. It's more than 100 nationalities to be very close to our customers around the planet, to be really in tune with them and to anticipate and better answer their needs. It's 130,000 colleagues that we have all around the world, which are in many countries, and we have 3 final assembly lines for our products. The main ones are in Europe, in France and Germany, but we have also assembly lines in Americas and also in Asia, in China. We are working with a landscape of 12,000 suppliers, being part of, let's say, the production system of the company. And those 2 last bubbles on the right are the key ones for me because they are quite impressive. This is, I would say, the only company in the world where you will see that the order book is between 8 and 10 years. So that means that if we are stopping to sell aircraft right now, we can still produce full speed over the next 10 years because of what we have already sold. Second and last, let's say, key element is that all studies are showing that over the next 20 years, the number of passengers flying our products will double. So that means that the demand in front of us is tremendous, and the future of Airbus is guaranteed, I would say. Now, you might know that the only competitor of Airbus today is Boeing in the US. They are number 2, we are number 1, but they are on the market. And Chinese and Russian are coming with their products, and so we will have to fight against new competitors. This is why Airbus has engaged into many transformations over the past years. And the very last one has been the decision to launch a new entity last year in July in Lisbon, with the idea to really gather under the same roof in Portugal many of the support functions, support processes of Airbus, which are currently siloed and distributed all over the world in Airbus. We want to gather all those processes into Airbus Portugal in order to make it more efficient, to deliver better quality, better performance to the final customers by connecting processes, by coordinating the tools. And this is why we need, let's say, a lot of talents, new talents in our Airbus Portugal entity over the next years, up to almost 1,000 people over the next 3 years. Leonor.
Hi, everyone. So really nice to be here today. My name is Leonor. I'm the recruitment business partner for Airbus in Portugal, one of the team members that it's in charge of this huge experience that it's arriving to Lisbon and finding the perfect candidates and the perfect colleagues to join the journey with us. So basically what Charles mentioned, and it's just a small recap what I've been doing so far. We started the project, let's say, I don't know, I'm not sure if we can call it project anymore, but we started a new venture on the 1st of July. And since then, we've been ramping up to really nice figures, but we still have a lot of challenges ahead. And this is what we wanted to present here today. Why do we need to attract the perfect profiles, and why we thought the IBS Career Forum would be the best scenario to present you Airbus Portugal. So we call Airbus Portugal name more than often you will hear us say GBS, that stands for Global Business Services, and that's the tagline that we have here. So as mentioned, we are currently, and a little update on the numbers, so we'll close to be 150 quite soon. That's what we are aiming for. And we have different teams, okay? We started on the 1st of July with I will say quite critical profiles and teams like accounts receivable and some of the SAP profiles as well. But now we have launched quite different teams, and I would say that it's no secret to anyone that shared services, it's quite known in Portugal and mainly in Lisbon. But we proudly say that we are quite a diverse one, since we are not only focusing on finance. So as you can see here, we have procurement activities already launched in January. We have human resources, a lot of colleagues working with us, customer service as well. Engineering will soon to be launched more, and we were able to share that with you guys yesterday during the speed interviews as well. So a lot of business analysts and back office function for support roles in engineering. Legal is also forecasted for us, and compliance and audit, it's definitely one of the strongest and the most critical roles we have here. Also, it's not mentioned here, but travel and expenses, which is always a nice starting point for some of you to join the team. And it's mainly with procurement, I would say it's probably one of the profiles that you find more interesting if you do visit our website and the job descriptions that we've published as well on the IBS BMN platform. So the benefits that we have, and of course, if we are talking about Airbus, we are quite prepared to offer you the best possible experience ever, and we are still working on it. So it's definitely a work in progress. Whatever it's here mentioned today, it's not the only things that we want to offer. We are still working on it because, as you can imagine, it's Airbus, but in Portugal we are still a baby. So we are definitely developing and finding the best solutions to be also challenging for you. But namely the health and life insurance, the employee assistance program, which is something that can be really useful. Like namely, you can ask for any kind of support. For me personally, like IRS and accountability support, or even legal, it's definitely something that can be helpful sometimes. Hybrid working model. And this is nowadays, it's not a strange thing anymore, but we are more and more aware that it's something that remote and fully remote work needs to be in the table as a discussion. But yeah, definitely we've been implemented, and it's not something that it's related with pandemic. It's something that we decided it's implemented in our founding countries, and that's exactly what we will do here in Lisbon and Portugal. The diverse and inclusive culture, this is something that we are really proud of. Of course, shared services, it's always something that it's quite common, but for us here from the beginning, we have a quite diverse environment, and it's amazing that you come to the office and you hear many languages besides Portuguese or English. So that's definitely something we want to keep having. It's more diversity, and that's some of the requirements for the job roles that we have as well. International career opportunities. This is something that for sure you will think about in the moment that you've seen Airbus in the screens, and the moment you saw the job descriptions. Internal mobility is something that we strongly defend. It's something, it's part of our culture, and it's something that you can guarantee to find Airbus, even if we are talking about the shared services. So more often than not, you will hear that Portugal, it's the door of Europe. So let's hope it will be the same for some of you if you choose to join Airbus in Portugal as well. And probably the most interesting part for some of us, and I hope for you as well, it's the new smart office we will have. So no more secret than this. This will be the new facilities in Airbus Portugal. As you can imagine, we are super excited to move to the new office. It will be ready quite soon. We are aiming to move this year, so hopefully not too late, but towards the end of the year, but hopefully before that. So we were aiming to have some summer parties in this terrace. Maybe it won't happen for summer, but if you have a delayed summer in October, it definitely can help. So because as you can see, there's many floors, but third floor will be ours, and that means the terrace, it's fully ours. So it's really nice next to the Orient train station. So you will have all the facilities and all the public transportation. And that's something that, of course, if we are considering a new work and a new project, it needs to be taken into consideration. Here you have the view. So again, the terrace will be Airbus restricted, and you have the view for the train station. So you can see that it's really nearby. So this is our ambition, and it's quite, let's say, a strong one. So it's something that we've defined from the beginning. Even before we had it on paper, we knew that this is what were aiming for: become the recognized first choice service partner essential to the aerospace industry of the future. It's probably the funniest part as well. And when I say funniest, it's because it can be challenging, but most of the times funniest, that our customers, are also our colleagues. And this is something we have quite present because at the end of the day, we are discussing with someone who also belongs to Airbus. So that's amazing. And of course, as mentioned, we have different opportunities. So if you have an opportunity to visit our website, airbus.com, and you will find, or even with the QR code, you will find the different job opportunities that we have. Even if you look through it and it's something that it's not clear what you are aiming for, don't be shy. You had us yesterday during the speed interviews. We gave you our contacts, but if need be, there's also LinkedIn. Feel free to reach out, and we will be quite happy to clarify any questions. Even if you are looking for something different, like summer internships or internships of anyhow, just give us a call or send us a message, and we will be happy to clarify. And we would like to understand, if either for me or Charles, if you do have any questions for us. I'm not sure if they can have some questions, or maybe even later they can forward you the questions that they have. That would be amazing. And thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation. Let me see if we have any questions on our chat. However, we are encouraging our students to go directly to the booth of the companies. Okay, we have a question. Maria Filipe is asking if you are looking for anyone from designing or marketeers areas.
We don't have it now currently open, but it's something that we are building, and we have something forecasted for at least communication and marketing. So feel free to send a spontaneous application. We'll be happy to talk with you.
Perfect. And we have another Sara Jardim is asking if you can put on again the site for the applications.
Yeah, go ahead. And Tiago, if we do still have time, I'm not sure if we run up our 15 minutes.
We have 2 minutes.
We have a video.
2-3 minutes.
We have a video of 2 minutes.
Yes, can we share a video just to you?
Okay.
Just give us a second, and we'll be able to do that. Just tell us if you're able to see or not.
And to hear as well.
And here, yeah, that's important. Tiago, any other questions that, if we still have time, of course?
We don't have other questions. Can you put here on the chat the link for the application, and I will pass it on our private chat.
I can't find. I don't have the. You mean the QR code direction?
No, the link, I think, directly.
Or the link if you have.
I don't have here the link itself.
Okay, but we have, just because we have a student asking it, but I think she can go to the booth of the company.
Okay, I will send you now. If you just go in careers, but it's okay. I can send it as well. No worries. I'm just getting.
So by this mean I can put here on the chat for all the students.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, it's here. Okay. Okay, perfect.
Thank you so much. And
thank you very much.
If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
So we'll go for a short interruption of 3 minutes, and we'll come back at 4 with the last talk from Vodafone. See you there. E assim, chegamos à última talk do evento deste ano. Vamos ter, não podíamos acabar também da melhor forma. Quando nós vamos ter a Vodafone, um dos mais antigos parceiros da Iscte Business School, e que mais uma vez marca presença no evento deste ano. Depois, para concluir o evento, teremos então o nosso debate, onde se vai falar aqui sobre a questão das business schools e do seu papel enquanto a preparar estudantes para uma gestão responsável. Não percam, irá iniciar depois às 4h20. Para já, passo então a palavra à equipa, chamemos assim, da Vodafone. Temos aqui vários elementos da Vodafone.
Olá!
Olá, sejam muito bem-vindos.
Obrigada.
E
Olá a todos.
Vamos dar início
Olá,
à vossa
boa tarde.
sessão. Boa tarde. Temos
Olá
então
a todos.
Temos o Pedro, a Sofia e a Beatriz connosco. E passo-vos a palavra. Penso que vou passar a palavra à Sofia, correto?
Por acaso seria a Beatriz, mas não faz mal. Eu posso desde já desejar as boas-vindas a todos, agradecer aqui a vossa presença, é sempre um prazer. A dizer que também sou do Iscte, portanto tenho sempre um carinho especial por vir fazer estas talks convosco. Mas vou dar aqui a palavra à Beatriz, que vai iniciar então aqui esta sessão.
Obrigada, Sofia. Olá a todos, bem-vindos. Obrigada por estarem presentes aqui nesta sessão. Espero que estejam todos bem. Só para me apresentar um bocadinho, eu sou a Beatriz, estou aqui na Vodafone há pouco mais de um ano. Sou responsável aqui pelos programas Youth, aqui da Vodafone, e portanto esta função e estes momentos permitem sempre aqui estar próximos e dar a oportunidade também de conhecer aqui jovens talentos como vocês. Não sei se estamos já a partilhar aqui a nossa apresentação. Temos aqui uma apresentaçãozinha para partilhar convosco. Portanto, mas pronto, possivelmente já todos conhecem a Vodafone, mas a ideia também é dar-vos uma perspectiva geral e também trazer aqui algumas mensagens que a Vodafone quer passar e partilhar também aqui algumas curiosidades que não conheçam da Vodafone. E por isso vamos ter aqui então a apresentação de um pequeno vídeo sobre a Vodafone.
Que há de estar agora.
Estamos aqui com algumas dificuldades no vídeo, não sei se sou eu, estou a ver aqui com alguns...
Sim, também estou a ter aqui algumas dificuldades no som.
Ok, se calhar o ideal será avançarmos, tendo em conta que não estamos a conseguir ver bem o vídeo, se calhar podemos avançar e partilhamos convosco posteriormente aqui o link para que possam ver o vídeo on stream.
Okay.
Sim, se calhar passamos aqui então ao próximo slide. Pronto, mas a ideia é que este vídeo também apresentava era um bocadinho da nossa evolução, a evolução que a Vodafone está a passar e, portanto, neste momento estamos aqui num grande processo de transformação, aqui com uma passagem de uma telco company para uma tech company e, por isso, a ideia e também é procurarmos aqui pessoas com novos backgrounds, que queiram ter experiências profissionais com novos produtos, novos serviços e também gosto por estas áreas. Só aqui ao próximo slide. Pronto, como tinha referido aqui inicialmente, nós partilhamos aqui algumas curiosidades sobre a Vodafone. A Vodafone neste momento tem 1.400 colaboradores em Portugal, com uma presença em 23 países e é líder aqui em Customer Satisfaction e Brand Recognition. E como parte desta transição e como estava a falar inicialmente no slide anterior desta TechCom, cada vez menos somos aquela empresa típica de telemóveis, de vender telemóveis, como éramos numa fase embrionária, mas também de tipos de produtos e serviços que nos estamos a centrar, como é que é o caso do 5G, do IoT, da inteligência artificial, aqui o Big Data e o Cyber Security. Partilhar aqui também convosco, aqui nos bonequinhos abaixo, um pouco das nossas formas de trabalhar e começando aqui também pelo boneco do trabalho híbrido. Neste momento nós estamos a trabalhar aqui de forma híbrida, aqui com 2 dias no escritório e dando também a possibilidade de passar mais tempo junto das nossas famílias e ter também aqui um bom equilíbrio e um bom work-life balance. Temos também, grande parte das equipas trabalham em Agile, não sei se estão familiarizados com o Agile, mas basicamente é ter aqui mais feedback, sermos mais colaborativos, estarmos mais alinhados com melhorando aqui a nossa forma de trabalhar e, portanto, também se quiserem pesquisar um bocadinho mais sobre aqui a metodologia Agile. Também somos uma incubadora de startups, temos aqui a nossa Vodafone Power Lab, aqui que fomenta muito a inovação e o empreendedorismo. Para além desta parte da comunidade e do ambiente internacional, temos uma comunidade a nível internacional, terão acesso aqui a colegas de todo o mundo. Temos também aqui o Youth Connect, que é aqui uma comunidade de jovens internacionais, que estamos sempre aqui em contacto a nível global com o grupo. E também somos consideradas uma das melhores empresas para trabalhar aqui com os estudos da Spark e da Universo. Pronto, este é aqui o meu slide preferido, dar também a oportunidade de mostrar o nosso escritório e a nossa vista magnífica. Temos aqui nestes 2 quadradinhos abaixo o nosso espaço Agile, portanto o nosso espaço colaborativo também, o nosso jardim, aqui na fotografia ao lá em cima destes 2 quadradinhos, que é o nosso jardim, onde quando nós regressamos ao escritório, realizámos uma pequena festa, muito gira, aqui neste jardim, e depois também a nossa vista magnífica, que vos queria passar um bocadinho, partilhar também um bocadinho desta vista com vocês.
Depois, se calhar, agora posso começar eu. Ainda não me apresentei, eu sou o Pedro Santos, sou aqui o estagiário que chegou aqui mais recentemente à Vodafone, que é a equipa de recursos humanos. Também, à semelhança da Beatriz e da Sofia, estou aqui muito com os programas Youth, muito focado tanto na parte de recrutamento como também no contacto com as universidades, como é o caso. Pronto, e começo já aqui por vos falar um bocadinho, portanto, do nosso propósito, que no fundo se centra em We Connect for a Better Future e que se foca aqui em três principais coisas. Portanto, em primeiro lugar, a Digital Society, e aqui procuramos também trazer-vos um pouco as iniciativas que estamos a fazer aqui em Portugal ligada a cada uma destas coisas, alguns exemplos, digamos assim, e dentro da Digital Society, dizer-vos que nós temos um programa que se calhar já devem ter visto na televisão, que é o Digital, que no fundo promove o uso de novas tecnologias de forma criativa e colaborativa junto das crianças. Depois, explicando aqui também um pouco aqui o pilar da Inclusion for All, nós temos, por exemplo, o programa de Girls Code, não sei se já ouviram falar, mas que no fundo promove a aproximação de raparigas ao mundo tech, para que se possam derrubar alguns estereótipos que existem e que haja aqui um mundo mais inclusivo. Depois, quanto ao planeta, o objetivo passa também muito por diminuir o nosso impacto ambiental e, por exemplo, em Portugal, a partir de abril de 2021, a eletricidade que consumimos é 100% de fontes renováveis. Dentro passando aqui um bocadinho também aquilo que são os nossos valores, ou seja, nós temos o Spirit of Vodafone, que são no fundo um conjunto de comportamentos pelos quais nos regemos e aquilo que procuramos no fundo nos candidatos que procuramos. Portanto, e que se divide aqui em 4 pilares principais. Em primeiro lugar, o We Earn Customer Loyalty, que no fundo é nós procuramos pessoas que tenham um grande foco no cliente, que é algo que nos caracteriza bastante. Procuramos também, aqui dentro do We Create the Future, procuramos pessoas que sejam criativas, que tenham a capacidade de inovar e de arriscar. Eu revejo muito, por exemplo, aqui neste ponto, acho que foi uma das características que também me distinguiu aqui, não sei, a Sofia poderá também dizer melhor, mas acho que também tenho muito esta criatividade e esta vontade de trazer uma fábrica de ideias, como eu costumo dizer, para todos os sítios onde vou, e gosto de pensar e ter assim algumas ideias fora da caixa. Depois, dentro do pilar aqui do We Experiment e Learn Fast, no fundo procuramos pessoas que não tenham medo de errar, de arriscar, de dar o seu próprio contributo, e pronto. E depois, por fim, o We Get It Done Together é, no fundo, pessoas que tenham esta capacidade de trabalhar em equipa, que tenham o gosto de colaboração e que pretendam alcançar resultados em conjunto com as outras pessoas. E, no fundo, estes 4 pilares resumem muito daquilo que é o Spirit of Vodafone, os nossos valores. Depois, para explicar aqui um bocadinho daquilo que são os nossos programas. Portanto, nós temos, nos programas Youth, temos basicamente 3 programas principais, que são os Discover Graduates, os Internships e os Summer Internships. Dentro dos Discover Graduates, portanto, nós procuramos normalmente Portanto, é um programa onde as pessoas integram diretamente a Vodafone, os jovens integram diretamente a Vodafone. Procuramos aqui pessoas que tenham um mestrado completado ou em vias de completar, por exemplo, que estejam a fazer a tese, por exemplo. Tem uma das características deste programa passa também pelo Discover Challenge e a possibilidade de fazer rotação. Depois passando também aqui para os internships, estamos a falar de programas que duram 1 a 12 meses, normalmente começa sempre por 6 meses e com possibilidade de renovar posteriormente, e passam muito aqui por pessoas normalmente ainda a estudar, é a característica aqui deste programa, normalmente são pessoas que ainda procuramos pessoas que estão a estudar, seja licenciatura, seja a fazer mestrado. Normalmente é um programa que também se caracteriza onde os internos têm a oportunidade de fazer reuniões entre eles próprios para se ficarem a conhecer, que têm acesso a formações e acaba por ser um programa de primeira experiência no mercado de trabalho e acaba por ser muito enriquecedora, onde os estagiários acabam por ter muito ownership e muita autonomia para fazer imensa coisa. Depois temos aqui os Summer Internships, que como de costume, são de 1 a 3 meses, aqui na altura do verão. Lá está, também focado para pessoas que ainda estejam a estudar, que estejam ainda a apostar na sua formação. E, no fundo, é aqui para projetos específicos que duram 1 a 3 meses, depende das equipas, é sempre visto, e que vão abrir em breve, neste caso, enquanto que os outros 2 programas, o Discover Graduates e os Internships, estão abertos durante todo o ano para as mais variadas áreas, que vamos explicar a seguir. Temos também os Summer Internships, que esses sim são numa altura específica do ano, enquanto não estão abertos todo o ano, este ano estão abertos a partir de abril, e começam a partir de junho. Portanto, é um bocadinho isto. E agora passava aqui a palavra à Sofia. Sofia.
Olá a todos, só para vos dar então aqui algum overview das áreas nas quais vocês podem ter uma oportunidade connosco, se vierem fazer parte aqui dos programas que o Pedro acabou de referir. Portanto, muito rapidamente, nós temos oportunidades na área de tecnologia, portanto, para quem, apesar de sei que os vossos cursos, a maior parte não estão aqui tão ligados a esta área, mas sei que também há sempre pessoas que têm esta paixão, portanto, podem, quem sabe, ser gestor de produto aqui de uma área mais tech, ou ser uma posição de front-end developer, back-end developer, quem sabe. Nós temos aqui N exemplos na Vodafone de pessoas que eram de áreas totalmente diferentes, fizeram formação e estão neste momento a abraçar desafios neste sentido. Temos também aqui a área de marketing, nós estamos divididos entre CBU e EBU, portanto a área de consumo, a área empresarial, podem ter oportunidades com Marketing Analyst, Product Manager, como já referi, entre outras. Temos também a área de Data Analytics. No fundo, nós não temos um departamento só de Data Analytics na Vodafone, cada vez mais em todos os departamentos procuramos pessoas com esta vontade de abraçar aqui o desafio dos dados, portanto também têm oportunidades neste sentido. A nível digital, portanto os nossos canais digitais, o website, a app, portanto podem vir fazer parte desta digitalização pelo qual todos estamos a passar. E no caso de Corporate Functions, portanto as funções mais ditas tradicionais de finanças, recursos humanos, responsabilidade social, mas entre outras também completamente diferentes, como por exemplo a área de BI, que está integrada aqui, por exemplo, no departamento de Finance. Mas ninguém é melhor do que os nossos próprios testemunhos. Trouxemos aqui para vos darem um bocadinho o overview daquilo que tem sido a sua experiência. Temos aqui a Joana Rodrigues, da área precisamente da CBU, como vos dizia, o Francisco Apolónia, da VBU, portanto, e a Filipa Pereira aqui, da área mais financeira, que nos vem trazer um pouco os seus testemunhos de como é que está a correr esta experiência e o que é que mais gostam na Vodafone. Passo a palavra à Joana.
Olá a todos, boa tarde. O meu nome é Joana Rodrigues, eu tenho 23 anos e estou na Vodafone há mais ou menos 1 ano e meio. Eu há bem pouco tempo estava onde vocês estão hoje. Eu comecei por tirar uma licenciatura na Nova em gestão, porque ainda não sabia muito bem o que é que eu queria fazer dentro da área de gestão. Gostei muito da minha licenciatura. Durante a licenciatura tive a oportunidade de fazer assim 2 estágios que me fizeram perceber que o que eu gostava mesmo de fazer era marketing. Então fui tirar um mestrado na Católica de gestão internacional com especialização em marketing, e quando eu estava no mestrado, mais concretamente no semestre da tese, foi-me dada a oportunidade de integrar o programa Youth como intern na área de Customer Value Management, que foi uma ótima experiência para mim. Portanto, nesta área eu focava-me principalmente em upsell de clientes móveis, ou seja, aprendi muito sobre como fazer campanhas de marketing para estes clientes, quando eles ainda estão mais ou menos a meio do contrato, analisava os resultados destas campanhas. Foi assim o meu primeiro contacto profissional, muito relevante e foi muito importante para mim. Senti que a parte académica que eu tinha desenvolvido até então foi muito útil, especialmente na parte do raciocínio. Ou seja, entrando na Vodafone aprendi muita coisa nova e foi quase tudo novo, mas o raciocínio que eu tinha adquirido da minha licenciatura e mestrado permitiram-me desenvolver muito bem as minhas tarefas. Também, enquanto era intern, participei no programa de embaixadores da Vodafone, em que falava com muitas pessoas que estavam na situação que eu tinha estado há pouco tempo, sobre que oportunidades que a Vodafone tinha, coisas que estavam abertas, e pronto, inicialmente eu entrei para ficar 4 meses, porque ia de Erasmus, por causa do Covid não aconteceu, então acabei por ficar até junho como estagiária, e em junho foi-me dada a oportunidade de começar no programa de Discover Graduates, em julho, para uma nova área, que é a área de retenção do cliente. Portanto, agora eu faço muito a parte de análise da competição, continuo a fazer campanhas de marketing para clientes que seja provável ou estão em risco de sair da empresa, e é mais ou menos isto um bocadinho do que eu faço. Acho que a parte académica foi muito importante para o que eu desenvolvo hoje em dia. Acho que foi muito importante também passar por estagiária e por embaixadora e por graduate. Acho que é giro ver este crescimento e o que é que as diversas funções exigem, e penso que qualquer um dos programas que estão aqui seriam muito bons para vocês. E se tiverem alguma dúvida, depois digam.
Só aqui uma indicação que já ultrapassámos o tempo, temos aqui mais um minutinho, pode ser?
Sim. Também, se calhar, então, passar aqui rapidamente a palavra ao Francisco e à Filipa, só para falarem aqui em segundos da sua experiência. Pode ser,
Sim,
Tiago?
eu começo já 30 segundos aqui para...
Boa.
Depois dos 30 segundos para a Filipa. Eu estou na área de go-to-market, eu também estudei Economia no Iscte primeiro, isto hoje é o meu regresso ao Iscte virtual, já não ia lá há muito tempo, portanto fica aqui o meu regresso. E entrei há cerca de um ano, estou na área de go-to-market, garantimos basicamente que no setor empresarial as propostas de valor que definimos chegam com o preço correto, com a expectativa que os consumidores têm e com a roupagem, com a comunicação que é necessário. Estou a gostar bastante. Tenho o meu nome, Francisco, eu tenho a vantagem do meu segundo nome não ser muito comum, portanto, qualquer dúvida que tenham e porque é que eu acho que devam vir para a Vodafone, mandem uma mensagem no LinkedIn e eu explico e falamos um bocadinho. Em 30 segundos é isto que dá para dizer.
Ok, agora vou eu falar. Obrigada, Francisco. Eu sou Filipa, estudei também no Iscte Gestão, depois tirei o meu mestrado na Católica. Trabalhei, antes da Vodafone, trabalhei na Deloitte e entrei na Vodafone para a equipa de FP&A, Financial Planning and Analysis, e serei um bom exemplo para vocês neste momento, que é nem tudo o que vocês escolhem neste momento implica o vosso percurso para sempre, porque agora estou a fazer uma rotação na área de marketing em CVM, Customer Value Management, então sou responsável por todas as comunicações diretas aos clientes. E qualquer coisa, também podem falar comigo no LinkedIn, estou super disponível. Obrigada.
Muitíssimo obrigado. Se houver depois aqui alguma questão da parte dos estudantes, estão perfeitamente disponíveis para ir ao site da empresa aqui na plataforma, colocar alguma dúvida que tenham. Neste momento já estamos em cima da hora para iniciar a próxima sessão, que vai começar já às 4h20, a sessão de debate. Queria só agradecer, tenho aqui só a indicação, ok, do slide final para despedida, sim, claro. Queria só...
Tiago, se calhar só puder dizer aqui uma coisinha muito rápida, era
Sim.
só agradecer aqui a todos terem estado presentes e dizer dado que foi assim algo curtinho, se quiserem seguir-nos nas nossas redes sociais, têm lá mais informação sobre os nossos programas de uso, sobre as oportunidades e convidamos também a deixarem o vosso CV e a recebermos as vossas candidaturas. Muito obrigada.
Obrigado nós pela vossa presença, obrigado também pelo poder
Obrigado.
de síntese, que como era muita gente, conseguimos mesmo assim enquadrar dentro do tempo que tínhamos. Agradeço também a vossa presença e esperemos para o ano, pelo menos podemos estar aqui todos presencialmente no campus e usufruir aqui no Feira de Evento noutro formato. Sem mais demoras, vamos passar para a sessão de debate, onde vamos falar sobre o papel das business schools na gestão responsável. Pedir então a quem está a assistir esta sessão que saia da sessão e entre na sessão seguinte.